joining us post-match. Obviously unusual, but Michael Duff can't join us due to the red card post-game. Give us your thoughts on that match today, because there's so much to discuss about this 2-1 defeat to Rotherham.
Yeah, so we're disappointed with the result. We won't hide from it. First half was a real, typical Yorkshire derby, and both teams were trying to scrap for ascendancy in the game and trying to get hold of the game. For 15-20 minutes, I thought it was very much a scrappy, tense affair. After that, I think we started to wrestle the game away from them. We started to move the ball and pull their shape and start to switch the ball and look really dangerous. We had some really good combination play where we're probably thinking we should score. So at half time, the manager and us as staff, we spoke to them quite positively in terms of keeping that up and then taking it on to go and take the game away from them with goals and territory. But second half, if we're being honest with ourselves, and as a staff we've spoken about the key messages from the game, is that we need to be better second half. We didn't feel we took on the detail from half time and continued the good work we did in the last 20 odd minutes in the first half, and we didn't show bravery in moments to retain the ball, work it through up into their third and start to put them under pressure. It was more so their direct play into their forward line and their pressure. I thought we started to make strange decisions on the ball and out of possession. We started to dive in a little bit and started to give them fouls and free kicks, which they want, which is part of football you have to deal with. But yeah, ultimately disappointed with the second half. We're honest enough to say that, but we're also football men and have to be honest that key decisions were not correct.
We'll come on to that in a second. I think, as you said, not at our best second half by any stretch, but the best teams find a way to get results when that's happening, and it looked like we were on for that at the time. I thought we defended the box well. Nigel Lonvike, our new signing, grew into the game as well. It was a tough opening one back for him in League One. Yeah,
again, I think it's important to talk about. Yeah, they had pressure, they had territory, they had lots of corners and long balls into the box, but we defended them well. And then from that, the positive is we go up on a counter attack. A little bit of combination play. I thought Josh Koroma in moments looked really, really effective and looked like he was always going to cause them problems, which is a shame why we couldn't keep the ball and get him into better areas. But he did a lovely little bit of play, beat a man, and little Hodgie nips in and scores his first goal for Huddersfield Town. So positive that we then go and take the lead, even though we're disappointed with the performance. So there are positives within it, and we have to speak about those as well. As much as then we think about, can we have better game management, a little bit more calmness in decision making and see the game out. And I think everyone that knows this division know that it's not always going to be aesthetically pleasing, beautiful. Sometimes you have to dig in and fight. I thought we attempted the fight bit, but I think in terms of decision making and calmness and a little bit of cuteness in moments wasn't there. We started to give too many fouls away.
It was a crazy 6-7 minutes as well. We had that obviously the red card for Danny Ward, then we go up and score, and then 2 minutes after we scored we concede the penalty. And just for those watching, you just told Radio Leeds that's the key decision that we really take umbrage with today, isn't it, the awarding of the penalty?
Yeah, we feel, having watched it back numerous times, and obviously I can see live replays, we feel that's not a penalty. We think that, again, I'll stay clear of speaking about individuals that aren't our players, but I think when people try and win things and people manipulate their bodies into positions that are unnatural and go down, we feel that then should be seen clearly as we see it, but unfortunately it wasn't. We won't hide from our performance in the second half. Wasn't good enough, and the result is really disappointing, especially knowing that we should have come out of here with points, if not more, from the good work we did in the second part of the first half. But the decision of the penalty, I think, kills us.
As you've said, still early in the season, we're in our fourth Sky Bet League One game. It's important to put this all into context. It's really disappointing right now. You just said outside again that you guys as coaches will learn an awful lot about the individuals and the team in moments like this that you can take forward.
Yes, again, it's not all doom and gloom, not beat them with a stick moment. It's knowing that we weren't good enough second half and being able to speak freely about that and explain that we need to be better. Giving the players the detail, okay, well, what was it that needs to be better on Monday morning, because we'll be back at work and working hard. And ultimately from that, I think we'll grow, and we know that that's the first defeat in the league. We've started well, but we won't be resting. We need to get better and turn those defeats into wins. Rotherham traditionally is a tough place to come in this division, but I think the signs there from us today that we're more than good enough to win those games. Always hard when key decisions go against you. Always hard when, for instance, Josh Caroma cramps up. We don't want to bring him off, but we have to, out of necessity, to try and secure the game, because we go down with Danny Ward sending off. So, crazy game, but ultimately disappointed with the second half. Lots of positives within it, though, and it's important that we speak about that. We scored a good goal. We had moments of play in the first half where if we're being critical, we probably should score as well with quality play, because every time we did move it and connect 3 or 4 passes, we looked like we could hurt them. But we let ourselves down second half as a collective, and it's important we speak about a collective, staff and players.
Martin, really appreciate you stepping in and joining us. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.